shit is just fucking amusing. I don't even know if I'm winning or losing. I'm so fucking drunk, I feel like I'm just losing. I need to wake up, you snoozing, you losing. I don't give a fuck, you could catch me just cruising. What's in the air?
Hello, Alex's EDC Army, and welcome to Alex's Knives and Such, where the Such stands for EDC gear. Today is a very different type of knife versus. I have 4 knives here on the Star Wars Shadowborn Hank, and one of them is an Artisan Cutlery, the one in the middle, and the other 3 are CJRB. Artisan Cutlery is the main brand, and CJRB is the sub-brand. And we're going to compare them and see which one is better, and then the rating. And then when I add something new, since it's more than 2 knives, I'm going to do a top 4 and see what we get. We start out with this Artisan Cutlery Archio, the large size with copper scales. Hefty blade. You can do it like this. You can do it reverse hole flip. Don't hit your knives. We can do a reverse hole opening. We do that one because that looks like more wrist. We can do and like so the thumb stud. I mean the flipper tab, sorry. And this is, let me turn my light on. This is a Dylan Mallory design D2 blade steel. Dylan Mallory makes great knives. Then we're going to go over to the CJRB Centros, which I put the clip on this side and took it off of this side. It's a CJRB Centros Dylan Mallory design knife. In D2. It's kind of a superhero logo. Kind of reminds me of a Hurricane Helms or from WWE. It has 2 thumb studs on both sides, thumb stud on both sides, but it's really not too easy to reverse or flick it. Yeah, because it's really tough. Go lower on. I see my thumb is jacked up from flipping a lot, so it's really raw and rough. So let me just do it this way then. See, and then it goes down all the way, and then you can do it. Okay. Dylan Mallory design Centros, both China mades. G10, really good. Both knives really good. Then we go to the CJRB Agave, which is a flipper, and I changed the clip over. This, surprisingly, is not a Dylan Mallory design, probably an in-house design. D2 blade steel, which if you compare it to those Dylan Mallory designs, you're like, why isn't this a Dylan Mallory knife? Design knife. It should be. It looks similar. I wish it was. But it's not. But this Agave is really nice. Pocket clip. Great. The handle is just steel and it's kind of smooth. Not fully, but it's there. It's good. Then we have the CJRB kicker with recoil lock. You can fail that too, though. This is D2 blade steel. Probably an in-house design. There's crud on the blade, but it just shows you that it's been used. And I needed to make a video, so I didn't wipe it down. The blue-gray color, G10, really nice. The pocket clip is good. Don't overbend it out. Motion sickness here, but I'm gonna stop doing that. All on the clip sides. These two are Dylan Mallory designs. This is not, but it looks so good that it should be, like these two. And this is an in-house, like this. Agave and kicker in-house, Dylan Mallory designs. Recoil lock, liner locks. G10, copper, and G10, and steel with a little bit of grippiness, but not really. So I say my rating on the agave is on the low side at 7.5 or 8. On the high side, a 9 or 9.5. But the handle with being smooth messes that up to be a better rating and be more usable. But I still pick it up and fidget and carry it in my pocket, in my house, and out of town, and in town, more than you think I would, and more than I think I do, and over other knives. So this is not too bad. If you can find one, pick it up. Then the agave is on the low side, 8.5, and on the high side, on the low side, redo that. The low side is like a 9, and on the high side it's like a 10. It closes so smoothly. It's really just a great knife overall. I have nothing really bad to say about it other than it being tight and you can't reverse thumb stud open it. But that might just be because it's no blade play, and you don't want blade play, so it's ambidextrous. Great knife. So this one's a 9 on the low side and a 10 on the high side. So this gets a 10. Pick this knife up if you find it. Dylan Mallory Designs, and it's a CJRB Centros. See, this one even slips down because it's so slick. Okay. Artisan Cutlery Archio, which is not the subsidiary company of Artisan Cutlery, it's the main brand. I'd say it's really hefty, so that might deter some people from using it or liking it or rating it any higher. But if you can get the small one, you'll like it even more. But we're talking about this large one, so I like it, I carry it, and it's fun and really great. So I give this on the low side, for my liking, because it's heavy and it's copper and it's just overall goodness. I give it 8.5 or 9, and on the high side I give it a 9.5 or 10. But most people wouldn't rate it that high on the high side because of the heaviness with the copper scales. But that's what you get with a chunk, with a big knife that has the copper scales. So if you find one, get it. They go for $59.99. I do know this price. This one I think is between 40 and 50. I believe, I might be wrong. This one is like 30 to 50. I don't know exactly. Probably 30 to 40. Now we go to the CJRB kicker with recoil lock. I was told that the Krag is way better with the recoil lock, and it looks better as a blade shape. Yes, but I got this one. I don't think they had the Krag when I got this one in recoil lock. Look at this all day. To me, it's better by far than the Benchmade access lock. I say on the low side it's an 8 or 8.5. On the high side it's a 9.5 or 10. But I did have blade play with this, but this both pivots are tight, so I don't think it's blade play because it's loose. I think it's a little bit of blade play because of the lock, and the lock has some movement in it. But overall, I love this knife, and I'm glad I kept it instead of traded off like I wanted to. It doesn't bother my fingers at all like it used to, and I'm used to it, and I like it. All I gotta do is carry it more, and I'll be fine. This will probably be in my next video, which is my EDC pocket video. If we want to do a top 4, I'll show you my top 4. CJRB Centros is the top. Then CJRB Kicker. It was tough to decide between CJRB Kicker and Artisan Cutlery Archio, but the Archio goes third just because it's heavier. If they made it a little milled out, more milled out inside, it would help out, but it's a little heavier than you would want. So that's third. And this, because see, look, it's just sliding down when you set it on the thing. So this is fourth, but it's not fourth because it's a bad knife. It's really good other than the handles. The handles you can get used to and work over time, and with gloves, it'll be nice. But with gloves, I still can't open lots of knives until I take one glove off. So it really doesn't, because my gloves are thick with insulation, so 3M gloves, so they get caught in the lock bar or the flipper. They usually get caught in these lock bars, like the liner locks or anything like that. Back locks are way better for using with gloves, I think. But that's for another time because it's summer right now. And that's my top 4. What do you say? Do you disagree? Do you agree? Would you move anything over? Would you eliminate one completely? Let me know what you think about this CJRB and Artisan Cutlery top 4. And then tell me if you have any CJRBs, and if you have any of these and why you like them or why you don't, in the comment section below. Like, comment, share, subscribe, even dislike. Have a great day, be safe, and remember to use those sharp blades. And I will have 2 videos pre-recorded for tomorrow. And one of them is a knife versus. That'll be really awesome, and I think you guys will really, really like it. And Thursday we'll have a very, very special, I think, to me, maybe you guys will too, what's in my EDC pocket video. Because I'm going to my mom's, so I'm hoping to have a very good EDC pocket video featuring a flashlight, a hank, and 4 knives. So I'd say overall it's going to be a great time to check out my channel on Thursday and tomorrow. And stay tuned for the EDC pocket video later today.
Melon, I see, call it melon. That melon.